son, but they had no money. And he worked at Latrobe. And they treated him good because he could do more work than anybody else. And his son started to grow up, and he realized his son was very strong like him. But he never had a chance to play golf. He had no money at all. And his son was named Arnold. And when Arnold was 4 and 5 years old, they had no money to buy a club. He couldn't buy one club, not one. And they used to go to the back of, this was all told to me by Arnold, so I have it firsthand. They used to go to the bag room where the members were, and they took out members' clubs, and they'd use the members' clubs, 2 or 3 of them at night, late at night, and he'd hit balls with his son. And he'd watch his son every move, and he realized his son had great talent. And then his son got older.
Yes, Arnold Palmer, as in the golfer, where he proceeded to talk about his genitalia, saying he's all man. When the crowd reacted, laughing, thinking that was a little inappropriate, Trump said, I had to say it. He just had to talk about another man's penis.
Come on.
Yet again, we're in Detroit, Michigan with Donald Trump, and he's telling everyone that they're a piece of shit.
Get that fat pig off the couch. Tell him to go and vote for Trump. He's going to save our country. Get that guy the hell off her. Get him up, Jill. Slap him around. Get him up. Get him up, Jill. We want him off the couch to get out and vote. Bring your friends and get him out after all we have been through together.
After all we've been through together, you just told all of your followers that they were fat pigs. Yeah, nothing says, trust me to be your leader, like telling your followers to go fuck themselves. But seriously, who are these people cheering on for this? Come here, you fat pig. I haven't wanted to have sex with you for years. Donald Trump's right about everything. How can they still be devoted to him? Are the men looking in the mirrors at home going, you know what? I am a fat pig. Trump is right. He really tells it like it is. Between the fat pig comments and his rant about voting husbands, Trump had some hilarious mic problems too. You can't make this up either, folks. In true Trump fashion, the mic went out, and instead of fixing it like a normal person, he blamed the mic itself. That's right. I didn't lose the election. This mic lost it for me. It's from China. Waving his hands around like one of those things you see on the freeway. Production value at absolute 0.
The most beautiful word in the dictionary. It's not love. It's not respect.
Tariffs. He was warming up to say tariffs. I mean, the microphone is probably tired of hearing Trump at this point. But let's be real. Trump is blaming everyone for his problems, and it's the most sane thing he's said in the last decade. This is the second time that Trump has been caught smashing Detroit in weeks. Donald Trump had these nasty things to say.
The whole country is going to be like, you want to know the truth? It'll be like Detroit. Our whole country will end up being like Detroit if she's your president.
I would say I might disagree because you and I know that there's some really, really great things happening here. And when he mentioned that, he will make Detroit come back, I don't like that term, come back. We're doing really, really well right now. We can always do better, but I would disagree with that.
That's right. Either on this
I didn't lose the
Instagram
election.
clip.
This mic
Actually
lost
reminding
it for
us
me.
that,
It's
motherfucker, things are going waving his pretty hands great around here like one of in those Detroit. things you see on the...
I heard Donald Trump was in Detroit today criticizing our city, but I think his memory is a little fuzzy. Since Donald Trump left office, the unemployment rate in Detroit is way down. The homicide rate is way down. And our population is growing for the first time since the 1950s. In fact, the best thing that happened to Detroit was when Donald Trump left office and Joe Biden and Kamala Harris came in and gave us real partners. And Detroiters don't have any problem with our memories.
But as we both know, Trump hates the facts and they're not exactly his forte.
Come on.
Yeah, imagine that. Progress in Detroit over the last 4 years of the Biden-Harris administration. But Trump would have you believe that the whole city's on fire just because they didn't vote for him.
That's not a pretty sight.
Artist Lizzo had this to say regarding Trump's recent complaints about Detroit.
Be back in Detroit. You know, all the best things were made in Detroit. Coney Dogs, Fago, and Lizzo. I'm so proud to be from this city. You know, they say if Kamala wins, then the whole country will be like Detroit. Okay? Proud Detroit, resilient like Detroit. We're talking about the same Detroit that innovated the auto industry and the music industry. So put some respect on Detroit's name, okay?
Kamala's running the show. Does that mean we all get a government-issued flute?
That's not a pretty sight.
Kamala Harris has also spent time in Michigan, and she had these things to say.
No plan for how he would address the needs of the American people. And he is, as we have seen, only focused on himself. And now he is ducking debates and canceling interviews.
Come on.
Donald Trump says that Kamala Harris is not fit to be president, and she agrees with him about him.
Over the last decade, it is clear to me, and certainly the Republicans who are on stage with me, the former chief of staff to the president, Donald Trump, former defense secretaries, national security advisor, and his vice president, one, that he is unfit to serve, that he is unstable, that he is dangerous, and that people are exhausted with someone who professes to be a leader who spends full time demeaning and engaging in personal grievances and it being about him instead of the American people. People are tired of that.
If that's the case, why is half the country supporting him? Why is he beating you in a lot of swing states? Why, if he's as bad as you say, that half of this country is now supporting this person who could be the 47th president of the United States? Why is that happening?
This is an election for president of the United States. It's not supposed to be easy.
I know, but
it's not supposed to be. It is not supposed to be a cakewalk for anyone.
So are they misguided, the 50%? Are they stupid? What is it?
I would never say that about the American people. And in fact, if you listen to Donald Trump, if you watch any of his rallies, he's the one who tends to demean and belittle and diminish the American people. He's the one who talks about an enemy within, an enemy within, talking about the American people, suggesting he would turn the American military on the American people.
We asked that.
So while Trump is out here holding rallies that feel like the sound engineer escaped from a home, Michigan is quietly filling out ballots, proving that democracy doesn't need a microphone to work, it just works. And that's something Detroit is proving, one early vote at a time. Till next time, folks, this has been Really American. I'm Jasmine Meadows.
Is as bad as you say, that half of this country is now supporting this person who could be the 47th president of the United States. Why is that happening?
This is an election for president of the United States. It's not supposed to be easy.
I know, but
it's not supposed to be. It is not supposed to be a cakewalk for anyone.
So are they misguided, the 50%? Are they stupid? What is it?
I would never say that about the American people. And in fact, if you listen to Donald Trump, if you watch any of his rallies, he's the one who tends to demean and belittle and diminish the American people. He's the one who talks about an enemy within, an enemy within, talking about the American people, suggesting he would turn the American military on the American people.
We asked that.
So while Trump is out here holding rallies that feel like the sound engineer escaped from a home, Michigan is quietly filling out ballots, proving that democracy doesn't need a microphone to work, it just works. And that's something Detroit is proving, one early vote at a time. Till next time, folks, this has been Really American. I'm Jasmine Meadows.